So, if you haven't seen the Ninjago Dragons Rising Season 3 Part 2, the leaks are pretty much everywhere. I don't think LEGO can do much about it. I've wanted to discuss this for a bit and why I actually think this works. And I don't know if people actually have an issue on this or not, because I haven't seen anyone discuss this. Now, it's mainly about Zane Pixal, what they do in the first episode. They decide to go off on their own mission after they attend the descending of Egalt. He's deaf pretty much. Zane and Pixel literally go off on the merged lands to explore. Now, theoretically, we saw this a lot in Season 3, Part 1, anyhow. We saw that Zane and Pixel were sharing much more emotion that they usually do have, which is definitely mentioned in the episodes, that Zane's feeling it, and Pixel's just gathering it too. These two have been separated. For Pixel, it's just been a day. For Zane, it's now been 5 years. It's a lot of time that passes by. These guys might have just woken up a couple of years ago or just recently, but they haven't felt that connection in a long time. Now, yes, theoretically, there has to be a couple of days gap between Season 3, Part 1 and Part 2, in my opinion. I would say at least max 3 days. This gives Pixel time to actually re-upload. She's actually not in the sense where she has to quickly upload herself and get her up to date, while Zane had to quickly get himself ready, get into the next mission, and go, go, go. So I see that as all good comprehend when we get into Season 3, Part 2 of Dragons Rising. But what I love the most is these two are exploring the merged lands. Something that I think this should have been done prior. Now, first let's get this out the way. We haven't seen episode 19 and 20, so Zane could definitely pop up in between that episode with Pixel and have a huge role. We know he has a suit. Doesn't mean it's going to be canon or not canon. But the thing I find interesting here, actually, I doubt we'll see that Zane suit. Reason being is it would have been in the intro, right? Anyhow, to really get this into perspective, if you look at it from a personal opinion, I think logically, having Zane and Pixel explore the merged lands, two robots, mind you, that need to gather information to make an actual map that still hasn't happened in these merged lands, makes sense. In fairness, these two can't really go wrong. And to be more honest, I don't think the merged lands needs much more exploring. I just think there's a couple of final touches, and I think Season 3, doesn't matter which part of it, it makes sense. The whole of Season 3 makes sense if they explore the merged lands here and now. They take this little gap and come back next season. It makes sense. I don't know about any of you, but it does theoretically make sense. Having a world map, having room to explore your next 2 seasons, your final 2 seasons of the show, is, in my opinion, incredible. Now, I don't know, obviously, what the future of Ninjago is going to look like in a couple more years' time, but I do think Zane and Pixel will be staying on the team. I just think this is just a side quest, so it doesn't look like a throw-out story that's like, yeah, Zane and Pixel off-screen looked for the merge in between seasons. You don't have to worry about that. We've got a map now. You don't worry. It makes sense, and there's, in my opinion, with the hollow being hollow and all that stuff, Zane and Pixel can't really be affected. Which, in my opinion, puts more stakes onto our ninja characters because they're human. And realistically, it just makes a story make sense and makes the story feel like there's more tension to it. There's more to lose than gain. Because, like, if you think about it, yeah, Zane and Pixel, they're fine. They'll never get hurt. They don't have souls. Hence, if the Forbidden Five and Thunder Fang try to take theirs, they won't. But yeah, in the comments, let me know your thoughts about this. I know it's definitely Season 3, Part 2 spoilers, but this season's been out for over a week or two. LEGO can't just take away opinions. I'm not going to be showing anything for at least a good month or two of photos because there's nothing really I want to talk about in those photos. I think Season 3 Part 2, what does really well, and I'll do that in a separate video, maybe before it comes out, or when it comes out, is it really recaps and closes holes really well. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me know your thoughts on Zane Pixal exploring the merged lands. I haven't really heard people complain. I've seen people mention on Discord how some of them, yeah, Zane's their favorite character, and going off this mission is quite sad. I'm quite sad that he's not going to be in the main mission, but looking at it for a storytelling perspective, it does actually make the characters on the team more interesting, more vital to what's going on. In the comments, let me know your thoughts. Thank you guys for watching. Peace out, guys.